gentlemen, aloha, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this little piece of paradise that I call the LONESTAR Hawaiian garage. We are all about a garage today, guys, but this is not the garage we're gonna be working in. If this is your first time tuning in, we did an entire garage build series, which you should go check out if you want to. But from the floors to the walls, to the lighting, to the cabinets, to the TV, to that thing over there, we basically transformed this garage completely from what it was previously to what it is today. This thing is an absolute piece of paradise, and a big part of that being a paradise in this collapsed sun above me is the garage lighting. All the garage lighting in here I did myself, DIY, super simple, but it was a ton of work. There was so much wiring involved to get all these lights to where I wanted to create this really atmosphere and cinematic effect for all of my videos and just working in my garage. I absolutely love this place. But again, it took a lot of time and I don't ever want to do it again. So what we're going to be giving you today, in addition to these Barana T5 LEDs, is another garage lighting option that we're doing at my dad's house. He's been in the process of his own little garage build. It's really come a long way from about this to the last time we were there, we did the floors. So his floors are all done, his walls are all done. The last thing he needs to do with that final touch is the lighting. We're gonna be tackling lighting today, guys, with another option that's gonna be probably just as bright or brighter than in here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and load up the family and the 2020 Trail Boss, head to Grammy's house, and let's go. Let's go.
Is that cool?
So cool.
So
You make it? We made it.
Made it.
We made it. Let us go, my child.
Okay.
Hold my Mountain Dew. Let's get the party started. All right, guys, this is 2 of our 4 lights that are going in today. Now, I'm gonna have a special offer for my subscribers down below. So if you wanna get these lights, if you guys like how they're gonna look once we install them, you can get yourself a nice discount by looking below. So definitely go check that out. Here we are, guys. The OG garage, OG build. God bless Texas. All right, guys, so here's our lights. What we're gonna do is actually 4 of these lights. I just saw in my garage, I have 90,000 lumens worth of LED lighting. Each one of those is a single LED bar, and I went across several different times, so every one I did, I had to wire in through the attic. It was a nightmare. The much easier approach is to go less, but brighter. So these are way brighter than mine, obviously. You got 4 4-foot LED strips per one of these lights. And we have 4 of them here, and they're gonna go right up on the ceiling. So let's go ahead and open these boxes, see what we have in store, and then show you guys how you can mount these things up. All right, guys, the typical garage will have a garage door opener with a light. If you're lucky, you'll have that light and maybe 1 additional accessory light within the garage. Now, the thing is, when you want to work in here with the garage door closed, whether it's at night or you have a lot of bugs around, that's not enough, not even nearly enough. Now, as I mentioned before, guys, we have a special offer for y'all if you want to check these out. And this is AntLux 72 watt LED lights. This is the 4000K, so it's gonna be a little bit more like daylight versus what I have in my garage. My garage is more of a 6500K, more of a bluish tone lighting. This is gonna be a lot more, I guess, pleasing to the eyes and more like daylight. Now, each of these are 72 watts, 8,500 lumens per light. We're gonna have 34,000 lumens of light out of these 4 up in the garage ceiling. It's gonna look so bright, especially because the walls are white. It's gonna reflect off, make it even look even brighter than it really is. AntLux lighting, guys, link in the description below. Special offer for you guys, go check that out. How we have mounting wise. So each of these come with all the mounting accessories, the light themselves, and then the LEDs on the inside. Mounting accessories wise, we have a packet here. Here we have your wire. you get your head, dude? Watch out for that garage.
You're too tall for the garage, bud.
Okay, mounting accessories, guys. Everything you need is right here. You can actually mount these up right on the drywall. Now, part of them being LEDs, guys, if you guys are not running LED lights in your garage or whatever else, guys, get with the times. LEDs are the way to go. They're brighter, they're quicker, they're more efficient, and they use so much less electricity that you're gonna save yourself some money as well. These ones have 4 strips, 4-foot strips of LEDs on the inside. And because they are LEDs, another additional benefit is they are extremely light. They're so lightweight, they can actually mount them up onto the drywall itself. We have screws, we have caps, we have everything we need. Let's get to work. We're gonna start there.
Oh, I'm going up fine.
I'm so happy you have scaffolding. This is so much easier. Step number 1, turn the power off so you don't electrocute yourself. And what we're gonna do on these first few, we're actually gonna get you guys to a time lapse because we'll make all the mistakes up early, and then when we get to the last 1 or 2, we'll explain actually how to do it. I figured that's the best way to do it because I don't like making mistakes and having to edit them out. I just figure, get you guys on a time lapse, you won't even be able to tell. All right, here we go. Ready, go. All right, we're moving pretty dang smooth so far. We got this side pretty much all done. Now, here's the thing. If you have light bulbs that are already in your ceiling and you're replacing the light bulb directly with one of these LED units, it's turnkey, it's super simple, it's straightforward. Now, if you are wiring additional lights in, that's where it gets a little bit complicated and a little more, I guess, laborsome. Fortunately, this guy did all the wiring before I got here, and essentially what that was feeding it through the drywall to drop in to these additional spots. Now, there you go. So what you'll need to do that, guys, is some electrical wire. You can get this from your local, call it Ace Hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot. You'll see a single white wire, but on the inside you got 3 different ones. You got a ground, you got a hot, and you got a power. So basically these 3 you're gonna wire in to your existing light bulb to extend it to drop in an additional light bulb. So fortunately, that was all done. He already did all the hard work there. Got the wires ready to go. So that one's mounted, we're all good. This one is just about mounted, and we'll be wiring it here in a minute. And then we got 2 more we're doing on this side. So there's the cover, pretty well packaged. I'm not worried about anything breaking here. And then you have this cover, which is actually pretty intuitive. I thought this was really cool. So this cover actually covers up all the wires on the inside. So when you're wiring it up, what you have is your green wire, which is your ground, and then you have your hot and power wires here. So 3 wires, these connect directly where you're replacing the light bulb or adding additional lights. So these are wired straight in. Mounting wise, you can do this multiple different ways. They give you a few options of locations which you can mount. Now they give you drywall screws. Now the weight of this is, it's heavier than mine, I'll tell you that. It's definitely heavier than the ones I use, so you need multiple screws for sure. What we're doing is actually putting in 2 drywall screws here, 2 drywall screws here, and then 1 anchor as well right in the middle. Because right in the middle we actually have a 2x4 coming across. That way we don't have to worry about anything falling down from the ceiling of the garage. So that's gonna be all buttoned up. Let's go ahead and get this one buttoned up as well, wired in, and we will be, we're about halfway there. Embrace the struggle. Embrace it. Oh, he got it. These look sweet.
I like them.
This is a real clean design. It's not like mine where you just have tubed lights going all over the place, but it's very elegant and industrial and organized.
Yeah, those lights and hat just look like a really redneck.
You mean those?
Yeah.
They don't match. They're really cool looking, but they just kind of stick out like a sore thumb. You're gonna have to do something here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably order one more.
Because those are 6500K color temperature. Those are 4000, and they're not gonna match. Hey, I'm gonna kick this on.
Okay.
Wow, those are bright. Look at those, guys. Wow, this Texas flag looks even better now, and I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, it does. It looks cleaner.
What's the rule of thumb? Measure twice, cut once? We say don't measure and cut 4 times.
Don't measure, just cut.
So what we're doing, guys, we're actually using our own drywall screws. The drywall screws from the kit are good. They're not great. So I don't really trust them holding this big light up. We actually had one kind of come out of the wall when we were mounting it up. So if you guys have any concern, just the last thing you'll want is come out here and find your floor on top of your Lexus. Not good.
Garage door must be. Wait.
This is the head hold method.
That's the color.
This is the trademark head hold. Yeah, that part in Dumb and Dumber.
Can't go in there! It's okay! I'm a limo driver!
That's what I feel like in making these videos. Okay, here comes this piece, guys. This actually covers up all the wires, makes it look nice and pretty. And do it first try, ready? That's how you do it! Alright, moment of truth. Please work. Yes! Wow. That looks sweet. Now, it might look a little goofy in the camera just because of the refresh rate versus the LEDs, because it seems like there's like a line right here, but man, look at that. What do you think? Wow. Now, transparently, I thought it was going to be brighter. I actually thought it was going to be a little too bright to work in here, but this is perfect. Like, this is the equivalent of what I would call daylight. And it's nice that there's not any shadows. I didn't like the screw-in ones because when you walk up underneath it, I'll show you, because we still have one over here. When you walk underneath it, you get these like massive shadows on the ground. So when you're working, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So there's that, and there's those. So much more professional because we are. All right, guys, due to the fact that these are LEDs, it's doing weird things to the frame rate on my camera. So like lines on the screen. I apologize about that, but my goodness, does this look amazing. This looks, I personally, when I saw these at first, I didn't really like the styling, and the styling, what I was going for was quite a bit different than this. But now that I see this, how professional and clean these lights look, I'm kind of really jealous. I don't know what's happening here. My dad is one-upping me on everything from the floors. I really, really like his floors. Now I really, really like his lights. I don't know what's going on. But guys, if you want to check out these lights, link in description below. I'm really happy the way this turned out. The 4000K color, it's a little bit warm for my liking, but as far as daily usability, I can see being able to work in here for long periods of time without getting any headaches. The issue with my lights, the 6500K, the amount of lumens that are in my garage, it's a little bit too bright to spend a very, very long time in. After a few hours, your head starts hurting a little bit, your eyes start aching a little bit. It's a little bit bright, but these are a really, really usable light. There's no shadows. I can work. You can work wherever you want. And even under here, I was worried that this area would be a little bit too dark to kind of see what you're doing. But tools-wise, you can see exactly what's in there. There's no problem at all. There's so much visibility, and essentially it's just these 4 lights. But the garage build continues, guys. This has turned out amazing. This massive Texas flag behind me. I didn't get myself one. But maybe there's some flags coming in the near future for our garage. We need to get some up, honestly. But as always, you have not followed me on Instagram, LONESTAR Hawaiian on Instagram. Get sneak peeks and updates there before you see anything drop in on YouTube. And stay tuned for a near day in the future where we drag this 350 Chevy back home to build the manliest, most testosterone boosting coffee table known to man, also known as the engine block coffee table. And we'll see you in a few days for our next video. But until then, y'all take care. And as always, aloha. Silverado, coming soon, guys. Coming soon.